Welcome back to SHP Case Studies. Today we have an interesting niche that we're going to be talking about. And all of our campaigns are interesting. I know I've been saying that. All of our campaigns are interesting, but each one is unique that I've found. There's always a business out there that has some type of unique features, benefits, accolades, or has some type of market that they reach out to that no one's ever thought to reach. And so what's cool about doing these is that you get to see how a sales strategy needs to be customized to a specific market so that it can make the most impact. This particular client is a marketing firm, but they target general freight trucking, but for a specific purpose. They target them so that they can increase their SEO and presence and social media awareness to attract more drivers for these general freight trucking companies. Very interesting business model. So we've been working with this company the last couple years, and we have seen some pretty cool success over this time. Now, what's nice about this, and we'll get into the story later, but a quick sneak peek, is that it's been consistent, and we even did a very special campaign that got outrageous appointment setting results. There is a caveat that I'll get to, but nonetheless, it was amazing appointment setting results. So overall, we had a 2.91% appointment setting rate and a 4.79% lead setting rate. So again, the difference with Superhuman is that appointment setting are those specific meetings that were set on a calendar at a date and time, where a lead is considered those appointments, but as well as nurture and warm leads that might not necessarily be ready for that appointment, but could receive some more information and a proper follow-up later. In terms of the company itself, this digital marketing firm provides all sorts of marketing services around web design, social media, Google targeting, SEO, PPC, but all for this market to attract more drivers to the trucking companies, which is a huge need out there. So again, the business model was on point. Our job was to make phone calls to these trucking company managers, HR, and recruiting specialists to give them the idea of rebranding their website to then attract these drivers. And the goal was to set up a 30-minute call via Google Meet. So if you look at the script that we use a consultative conversation format. So a lot of these folks were in office, they were able to have conversation. And so we decided to use this format. The idea was that we would do a quick introduction and see where they were on their web presence currently in regards to attracting more drivers. We gave them a value prop about how many qualified interviews that they could increase and how much additional revenue would result from this type of service. By the time that we got to the appointment set, we're able to then set up a Google Meet, which seemed to be attractive based upon the appointment setting results we got. So let's look down at the results themselves. Again, we generated a 2.9% appointment setting rate overall. And again, caveat that I will get to momentarily, but we had a 13% DM connect rate, which is pretty outstanding as well. Our average when we did a study of over 30 campaigns was an 8% DM connect rate. So you can see that this level here, a 13%, which is, what is that? If I do my math correctly here, I have a 13. It's about 1 in every 7 calls we got to a decision maker. That's pretty outstanding, where our average is about 1 in every 12 calls, right? So we had more at-bats than normal as well, which always helps. And also, once we got to those folks on the phone, we had a 20% conversion into appointments. So it's about 1 in every 5 of those conversations turned into an appointment. But let's look down at the data. When you see the wide range, this little story that we have here of appointments, you see that there's pretty consistent results throughout the time. We had a 1.6, 1%, 3, 1, but then it skyrocketed to 12. for one campaign and then went down to 1, 1.6, and 3. Well, digging deeper and talking with the account manager, the reason why this happened is because there was actually one campaign where we did interview calls for our clients. So we went to set up actual interviews with drivers for one of the clients of this particular marketing company. So, of course, that was going to be at some level much different conversation percentages or conversions because it's a completely different call, completely different ask. And you can see that anomaly pop out like a sore thumb on this chart here. So if you take that out, we're not going to be quite at that 2.91. All right. It's probably going to be somewhere around a 2% overall. So about 1 in every 50 calls, we did get an appointment with those trucking companies who were interested in learning more. But I wanted to stick it in here because I think this is an important part about Superhuman's offering. We can change up the strategy. We can change up the objectives on a campaign to campaign basis based upon your needs, based upon a pivot shift, based upon A/B testing. And this can give you additional service that may not have been expected prior to engaging, to give yourself a sense of how cold calling can work in different ways that can impact your business, or in this case, other people's businesses. So hopefully this helped you see how Superhuman can be effective in cold calling in the 21st century. Hope we can work with you. Are you a company that wants to grow their sales pipeline but don't know how to do it outside of cold email, inbound, and normal channels? Consider SHP. We provide cold call appointment setting and sales development services to generate leads and appointments outbound for your sales pipeline so you can have control over your sales destiny. Give us a call at the number provided or reach out to us in any way. We're happy to chat with you about how we can cold call and generate leads so that you don't have to. Be excited to do the work for you and can't wait to hear from you.